Studio Ghibli, the animation powerhouse behind Spirited Away, and Level 5, the esteemed developers of Professor Layton. They're two of Japan's most beloved and respected creative teams, and now their combined efforts have finally arrived on our shores. Ni No Kuni, Wrath of the White Witch, is a Japanese role-playing game determined to inspire a renewed passion for the genre, one that has recently been dull, indulgent, and indifferent to its audience, fearful and uncertain of change for a generation.
Oliver, honey, I brought you some apple pie. I'll just leave it here for you, okay, dearie?
It begins with Oliver, a lonely and bereaved little boy whose favourite doll, Mr. Drippy, is brought to life by the power of his tears. Mr. Drippy takes Oliver away on an adventure into another world, a world where the boy must become a powerful wizard, defeat an evil sorceress, and mend broken hearts. But this new world and his own are inextricably bound together, leaving you to question if its magic is real or just the product of Oliver's own desperate grief and wild imagination. Blending escapist fantasy with harsh reality and great joy with terrible sadness. There's also a wonderful restraint woven into this premise, one that throughout the tale remains fully aware of its own cliches without ever undermining the sincerity and emotional impact they're still able to muster.
Your world.
That's right. A whole nother world.
There's another name that soon springs to mind when playing Ni No Kuni, Nintendo. From the game's appearance to its various mechanics, there's much in the game that borrows from some of the greatest they ever produced. Just like classic Nintendo, Level 5 has a strong belief in their audience, especially in their ability to work things out for themselves. The many gameplay systems involved can become pretty complicated, but you're always given enough time to absorb new lessons. You also have the ultimate tool to learn for yourself, the Wizard's Companion. With this stunningly presented book, soon you'll be casting spells, crafting items, and rescuing the heartbroken. You'll also spend much of your time catching, rearing, and evolving your own team of Pokemon-esque familiars. It's a system that's both engaging but also modest enough so as not to completely steal away your attention from the quest at hand.
Jeepers.
Oh, Nickers! Where did he spring from?
Familiars are the centerpiece to Ni No Kuni's enthusiastic combat system. This blends the arena-based real-time action found in the likes of Namco's Tales series with strategic monster fighting and juggling of spells. The storm of menus and inputs these all require can be fearsome, demanding patience, concentration, and old-fashioned skill. The English word for easy never does translate too well in Japan, and if there's a fault in Ni No Kuni, it's in the game's frequent difficulty spikes. Even on the lowest setting, each new area presents an almost impenetrably hard wall you'll need to slowly grind to breach through. It's disheartening, but where other JRPGs would leave things at that, Level 5 has shown a measure of kindness. The penalty for death is always affordable and fair. Each victory on the road makes you stronger, even if you don't quite make it through every time.
Come then, show me your power.
If you knuckle down and power through, you'll discover the unique beauty that Ni No Kuni's vast and immersive landscape has to offer. The confident musical score by Studio Ghibli's most renowned composer, Joe Hisaishi, completes the presentation, keeping you locked into the spirit of wonder and awe that is the key to the game's success. Ni No Kuni, Wrath of the White Witch holds many things within its heart. Imagination, restraint, belief, courage, enthusiasm, kindness, and confidence. But most of all, it's love. Honest love. And this inspires honest love in return. Ni No Kuni is the sort of extraordinary game you only get once in a generation, or even once in a lifetime. It captures the timeless spirit of roleplay and fantasy in a way we've not experienced in years, and mends broken hearts with impressive ease.